Me and my family are up here visiting my sister and brother-in-law, and while we're here, we're gonna help them frame in their basement. That means that we have to attach a ton of wood to concrete. In this video, I wanna compare power-actuated hammers with concrete fasteners to see which one is best for your project. The two types of fasteners are these nails. They are used with the power-actuated hammer. They have these washers at the end. I chose these ones because I think it holds on to the lumber a little bit better. And then for the fasteners, I have these Tapcons. They're just big 1/4-inch screws that you screw through the wood and into the concrete. Both are treated so they won't degrade in pressure-treated lumber. Now for a little cost comparison. In my location, the Tapcon screws come in a pack of 75 with the drill bit, and it works out to about 41 cents a piece. Now for the Ramset nails, you also need the powder loads, and they come in 100, and they work out to around 34 cents for the two of them together. So the Ramsets are a little bit cheaper than the Tapcons. Now this isn't the full cost because you're also gonna need a tool for these. You're gonna need a power-actuated hammer if you're using the nails. Ramset makes them. There's a couple of other brands. Remington makes a hammer one that's like $30. This trigger actuated one was $60. So you're gonna need to add that into your cost. But then for the Tapcon screws, you're gonna need either a hammer drill or you're gonna need a rotary hammer. The hammer drills, the cheapest one I know is at Harbor Freight for $20. But I think it's kind of junk. I have this rigid one, it was $130, and then rotary hammers work better, but they're a little bit more expensive. If you have one of the tools, definitely that's probably gonna sway you on a single project in that direction. If you have to buy one, then it's gonna depend on how big your project is and how much you might use a hammer drill in other situations. For the powder actuated hammer, you're gonna put a nail into the end, load it into there so it holds in. You'll load your powder charge into the breech and then close it. From there, with the trigger version, you push down and then pull the trigger and it'll fire. For the hammer, you do the same thing except you just hit the back of it with the hammer. For your concrete screws, you're gonna use a masonry bit in the end of your hammer drill or rotary hammer, and you're gonna drill through the bottom plate of your walls into the concrete. I like to go an extra 1/2 inch to 3/4 beyond what the screw is gonna need to give me a little bit of clearance, and then I don't have to blow out the dust. From there, you're gonna wanna just drive in the screw through whatever you're attaching into the concrete all the way down. I did a time comparison as we've been framing in the basement, and on average, the power-actuated hammer takes about 29 seconds each for driving the nail. That includes the loading of the shell, firing it, and then unloading it, and that's with the trigger style. If you go with the hammer style, it's about 5 seconds more each. Now for the cement screws, that takes me 1 minute and 12 seconds to drill the hole and then to drive in the screw. So that's 43 seconds more. So if you're doing a project like a whole basement, this is gonna save me about 2 hours. If you're just driving a few, it probably doesn't make a difference, but if you're doing a whole basement project, it's probably worth it to go with the nails from a time savings. We finished up the framing, it went great, it was a ton of fun, but as I've been editing, and especially on the conclusion part, I was thinking about the comparisons that I was making between the two, and I actually think that in this case of a real project, it's not really much of a comparison. We ended up using the powder actuated hammer pretty much the whole time after I filmed the comparison stuff. And that's because I think this is the right tool for framing onto concrete. It is faster. We could push walls, do alignment. You can bend 2x4s and then just quickly nail them into place. If you need to, after they're in place, then get some more strength in there. Then you can go in, screw into the cement and put carriage bolts or other things in there to really hold it down. But I think unless you're just doing 1 or 2 walls and you already have a hammer drill, then you really do want to go with a powder actuated hammer. It's the better tool, and I think personally it's the right tool. I hope this has been useful for you, and let me know down in the comments which tool you prefer and why. If you like comparisons, check out this one on tape measures or this one on adjustable squares. Thanks so much for watching, and take care.